A new series that will blow you away. Pyros, tonight at 9. Now, you're local on the 8s.
Currently, the temperature is 83 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Here's our local Doppler radar. Today, partly cloudy with afternoon thunderstorms. A few storms may be severe. High 94. Winds southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. For tonight, isolated thunderstorms, then partly cloudy after midnight. Warm, low 75. Winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. On Wednesday, scattered clouds with the possibility of an isolated thunderstorm developing during the afternoon. Hot, high 94. Chance of rain 30%. The week ahead.
At 10 past the hour, it's time for your tropical update. We're going to head back to Atlanta and check in with Mike. And the East Pac, that would be the Eastern Pacific, is getting hot a little ahead of time, a little ahead of schedule there, Mike.
Yeah, just a few days ahead of schedule. You know, normally we don't see our fourth named storm until the middle of July, and there's opportunity that we could have that with what's going on here with our tropical wave. Now, there's some issues with this. We do still have some area of convection. It's not completely organized just yet. However, the Hurricane Center putting this at about a 30% chance that this could become further developed. Okay, close-up view, you can see it right here, showing signs of organization, but moving away from land, west-northwest drift right now. We're going to follow this very, very closely for you, but right now, about 500 miles outside of Acapulco. We take you into the Gulf of Mexico, a little bit closer to home here, high and dry right now. That is very, very good because since 1950, we've actually had a couple of storms that have fired right here in the center of the Gulf of Mexico, so it is an area that we typically watch this time of year. Going out into the Atlantic, a few areas of convection right now, nothing that's organized whatsoever. This area right here outside the Windward Islands is not expected to become anything right now. Your Puerto Rican vacation, if you're headed down toward maybe the British Virgin Islands, you're in fine shape right now. However, this is the time of year we turn our attention into the southwest because this begins the monsoon season, officially begins in especially a place like Phoenix June 15th. But now notice we're going to see a shift in the high pressure. What that means is we're going to see a focus of winds aloft that bring in Gulf moisture, Gulf of California moisture that is, and then some transport of Gulf of Mexico moisture, and that leads to often flooding rain. Arizona, Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico, and flash flooding is always a risk, as well as dry lightning, which we know, Steph, we don't need this time of year because we already have an incredible number of fires burning in the west right now.
That we do, and especially right in that area. Now, on this morning's Wake Up Access, the talented actor Andrew Garfield was in the hit The Social Network and recently nominated for a Tony for his role in Death of a Salesman. But now Andrew is in the role of a lifetime as the Amazing Spider-Man. My partner Al recently chatted with the new Spidey about shooting in New York and even the possibility of a sequel. This guy's really talented. Take a look.
What was this like? I mean, you know, this is an iconic character. Forget about the movies that came before. This character really is part of folklore, American folklore, international folklore, really. What kind of responsibility do you feel to the character?
You know, the healthy amount of responsibility. I know how much it means to people because it means that much to me. Because I was a fan first, so I know that there are millions and millions of people who have the same expectations that I have. So it's a great deal of pressure, but you can't please everyone. You've got to just please yourself.
You shot here on the streets of New York. What was that like? I mean, especially, you know, you got to deal with weather sometimes. You got to deal with the folks. Well,
that's when it got exciting, to be honest. When we came home with it, you know what I mean? Because this is where Peter Parker lives, and where he always will live in our imaginations. And I think you know, it was a homecoming. That's what it felt like. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Peter Parker was one of the original. I remember reading in the comics a guy who was bullied, and but when he got his powers, didn't bully back. And And this is, I mean, this is something that's very close to you.
Yeah, there's like, you know, the great power comes great responsibility thing is no joke, and it's a cliche now, but it makes complete sense. You know, we all know that power corrupts, and here's a teenage boy that doesn't let that happen. He has that very, very strong moral core that knows that guides him.
I love this movie. Are you on board? Is there going to be Spider-Man 2, 3?
If we feel we can, then I'd love to be a part of it. Yeah, I feel proud to be a part of this character's history, so I want to continue like protecting it like a dinosaur egg, you know.
Well, it's a terrific movie, and we can't wait for everybody to get a chance to see it. July 3rd, The Amazing Spider-Man.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you.
Cheers, pal.
So as I was just mentioning, it's in theaters across the country and in 3D. Thanks for joining us this morning. Remember to check out our webpage, weather.com/wakeup, and also on our Facebook page, we'll post the recipes from Chef Angelo. We'll see you tomorrow.